Hey guys, in this video I said we just wanna talk a little bit about the Armageddon arc. I know I'm a little bit late. I was supposed to upload this on Sunday, but well, last Sunday. But I was kind of busy that weekend, so I didn't really have an opportunity to make this. But I've made it. So yeah, this is about the Armageddon arc. So back we're gonna start back from when I made the Nintendo arc back in June, July, in those 2 months. Um, Obviously, I wanted SMGC to be a big threat to everyone. I want him to be a major villain, someone that everyone can actually worry about. But honestly, I wanted something bigger. I wanted someone else as well who would be much more dangerous of a threat than SMGC. So, after watching some of SMG4's 10-year anniversary movie and as part of the Genesis arc, I decided to make a villain similar to SMG0 in a sense, which of course I'm talking about Red. You can probably tell just by how Red acts and the way he looks that he's inspired by SMG Zero. See, a lot of my villains seem to be inspired by SMG Four villains. You can probably tell. But what I wanted to essentially do for this arc, I wanted to have a new villain, more evil than SMGC, but I wanted SMGC to have sort of a redemption story where he actually turns good, and that's exactly what I did. So, an SMGC redemption story, that was not originally planned. I wasn't planning to do that at first, but I ended up doing it anyway, and I really like the way that it turned out, especially in that final episode. And another thing that I kind of want to note about this arc is, you may have noticed, like, in the early stages of the Armageddon arc playlist, if you've been paying attention to that it originally started off with a day in the life of SMGC. And yeah, the original plan was for that to be the first episode of the arc. And I kept it that way until right after War came out. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some of the pre-arc. I'm gonna make all the pre-arc episodes part of the arc too. So I added all the pre-arc episodes that are related to it, which are The Return, Maggie Goes Insane, Soul, the movie, and also Release the Muse. So I did that, and I think it's a lot better because it makes it a much longer arc than it was planned to be. And the story still connects together even with those episodes in it. So I think it's good that I did that. And yeah, another thing you guys might be kind of asking about if you watched the finale was like, is you kind of wondered about the Nintendo headmaster probably. Is he gonna return? Yes. I mean, he is gonna return at some point for sure. Like, that isn't just a one-time thing. He is going to return. So that's really all I want to talk about the arc in general. But since this was such a big arc, I do kind of want to talk about what there is for the future of SMGB. And I have a lot of plans I've kind of been keeping in secret for some time, and I'm going to kind of talk about all of them now. So currently I already have 3 story arcs planned for next year already. So you guys can probably be getting excited for that. In fact, the first one is actually going to be starting in January 2022. The very first SMGB episode of the year next year will begin my next story arc. And it will probably be bigger than the Armageddon arc, to be honest, right now. And another thing you guys probably been wondering is, will War of the Boys return in 2022? And I did consider for a while if I would do another one. And I've kept this in secret for probably about a month now. But yes, I am going to do a War of the Boys 2022. That is going to happen. If you don't know what War of the Boys is, it's basically my version of Watty, War of the Fat Italians. And basically, it's SMGB versus SMGC. They do a bunch of challenges, and there's usually a final battle in the end. Of course, I've only done one of those. I did War of the Boys 2021. That was the finale of the Nintendo arc. And I will go ahead and say right now, War of the Boys 2022 will be part of my second story arc next year, which will be around April, May-ish. So, yeah. And I'm gonna kind of give little hints of what these upcoming arcs are about. The first one, which is starting in January, I'm just gonna say a couple things, just hinting at it. How do I put it in words for the first one? The first one is going to go out of the SMGB. I'll put it that way. That's the only way I'll put it. I don't want to reveal anything else. And then the second one, I'm just gonna say one word: Woomy. Yeah, Woomy. You can probably get an idea of where the second one's gonna head, character-wise. And then the third one, did I tell you guys this already? I don't know, but in the third story arc next year, as much as I hate to say it, is going to bring an end to the SMGB series. But that will not be the last time we see these characters. There will be a new series starting after that arc ends next year that will follow the same characters in a different world. But of course, that's not going to be until late next year, so we still have plenty of time before that comes. So the SMGB series is still going to continue for like 9 months, I think. So we still have a while. So don't you worry. And is that really it? I guess so. So with that, I'm super hyped to show you guys what I've got in store for 2022. It is going to be absolutely amazing. You guys are really going to enjoy it. So yeah, that's really it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, SMGC's been redeemed, basically. Yeah. I mean, that's the end of his story. Or is it?